every Thursday we try to showcase local artists and exhibits that are happening around town. And this week we're talking about the Tapp's exhibit that will be opening tomorrow called Pretty Girls. And we're going to talk about that in depth because there's a theme behind this. Right now I'd like to introduce you to Andrew Williams. This is our next local artist we're going to be talking to. Thanks for coming down this early morning.
Thanks for having me.
Well, we appreciate you getting involved in this. And you know, we learned from Reba, who's still working on her image here. Beautiful, actually. This is turning out to be a great piece. We learned from Reba that this show is going to be blending some concepts, specifically consumerism and feminism. So I love, as a male, that you're involved in this. How did you get to be a part of the Pretty Girls exhibit?
Well, I was at the art bar on Sunday, and I met this little girl, Olivia, and she was... Actually, a friend of mine, Cedric, had mentioned it to me, and it was a little intimidating at first because I didn't know the people involved, and just by fate, I ran into one of the girls doing the show Sunday, and she was so nice that I agreed to do it, you know.
And would you say that those ideas, be it consumerism or feminism, do either one of those speak to you in any way, and what does it mean to you?
Well, I mean, it's really important, I guess, on all types of different levels, you know, and it just depends on each individual, you know, defines their own definition for each thing. You know, this particular piece is on consumerism.
Let's talk about that, because I want to know your definition as an artist. This is the piece you brought. Will this be the piece that you're showing at the exhibit?
Yes, ma'am.
One of three. Okay, talk me through this a little bit. What medium is this, by the way?
Okay, it's mixed media. This wallpaper sample in collage style magazines. I use wheat flour and water and make a wheat paste, you know.
Okay.
And it's used as an adhesive. And then my girlfriend painted these acrylic branches on the back and kind of just went with it, you know.
A little bit. Okay, so what do we have? Is this a Hindu goddess, or what are we?
It's actually a statue of Buddha from a Shaolin temple.
Really?
Yeah. So, yeah, it's from National Geographic magazine. Most of the clippings I get are from there, you know. It's more or less about the duality of man, you know. It's like each side of the table, you know, which side, like which side are you on and what are you doing to help the other side, like, you know, persevere and get through their life, you know. So.
Sure. Well, when I think of the duality of man, I often think of the ancient, what was it, the Aztecs or the Mayans with the tonal and the nagual, and I think that's such an interesting perspective to work from art-wise.
Yeah, I think it's funny just the way that everybody was in tune, you know, and like I think it's important to take time to slow down and live in the moment, you know, with your creator, and understand that like all the stuff that we've built around us, you know, that ancient civilization had technology before technology, you know.
Sure.
And, it's all there, you know. It's all in the stars, you know.
Okay,
so.
ancient civilization also had consumerism. That's been around forever, and of course the feminine aspect. It's just an interesting take on it. So I'm happy that you're going to be involved in this show. Will you be at the reception tomorrow night?
I will, yeah.
Okay.
It's from 5 to 10 at the Tapp Center on Main Street. Should be there about the whole time.
And I think there's going to be like music and food and of
yeah,
course great art.
Should be a
and
good time.
Most of the artists will most likely be there. And of course this exhibit is called, once again, Pretty Girls, opening tomorrow, showing through the month of June. And of course the reception, you'll be able to speak with the artists and get to know a little bit about their process. So thank you for coming in and sharing yours.
Thank you.
We appreciate that, Andrew. And we will be back with more artists within the coming hour and more Good Day coming up right after this.